Mr. Arpit Jain, hearty congratulations on securing All India rank 9 in Civil Engineering branch in Engineering Service Examination 2020.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, it's a very proud moment for all of us, Mr. Arpit Jain. Arpit, can you tell something about your educational background?
I've done my BTech from the Jadavpur University, Kolkata, and I passed out in 2017. After that, I joined Tata Projects Limited through campus placement. I worked for 7-8 months. After that, I left the job and started preparing for engineering services. So this, in my second attempt, this time I was able to clear the engineering services exams.
Okay. In last attempt, did you clear that mains exam?
No, sir, I cleared the prelims, but mains, my cutoff, I was 2 numbers short of the cutoff. So
Okay.
I was not able to make through.
Right, very good. So in the last attempt, you were not successful in 2019. In
Yes,
2020, you are successful with RD rank 9.
Yes.
Great, Mr. Arpit. Arpit, what did you learn from your previous engineering examination 2019 experience? Because last time you were not successful, but this time you are successful. So what do you learn from that previous experience? What changes you have made in your preparation?
Last year prelims was more also good, but this time I focused more on practice on the mains exam. Means last year at the end part I focused more on the theoretical part during the mains preparation and practiced less question. But this year I tried to give more and more tests and practice more on test question practicing rather than focusing on the theory part, because actually the numerical part is more the scoring and as well as more yielding and more benefit, gives more benefit than focusing on theory, which is a vast scope. So that's why I focus more on the numerical approach. So that helped me a lot in improving my rank.
Yeah, that is, you are absolutely correct. Even if you see the weightage also, numerical questions are given more weightage compared to theoretical questions, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good, Mr. Arpit. Arpit, which coaching program you have availed from ACE Engineering Academy?
I availed for a conventional online classroom as well as for conventional test series as well as the interview guided program through ACE Academy.
Right. So you have availed ACE Academy online live classes for your mains examination.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Arpit, how our live classes helped you in cracking this engineering service examination?
Sir, already means there were few topics. Every topic they used to give questions and everything. That all we used to practice it. That helped us to improve our approach towards a question, as well as variety of questions were also practiced. So it helped in developing a wide variety of fields, so that it comes more closer to the questions that were asked in the exams. So it helped us to develop our approach towards the questions.
Right. What is the role of our ACE Academy online test series in your success?
That means basically it was that the more you test, you give, the more better you perform in the exams, actual exam. So my approach was to give more and more tests. So all the tests I used to download and I used to upload there, means, and used to check my work, how I did in the exams. So basically the checking of the test was more important than actually giving the test. So it helped me increase my speed as well as increased the accuracy level, which was a bit missing in the last attempt also. So that was a bit beneficial for me.
Right. Okay. Okay, Mr. Arpit. See, in this engineering service examination, you have prelims where you have objective questions, then you have mains where you have conventional questions. So, what was your methodology of preparation for the prelims part and the mains part? How did you make preparation? How did you make a preparation for prelims, and after prelims, how do you make for the mains?
Sir, for prelims, the primary thing is of making of short notes as well as the updation of the short notes. Means for every subject you study it, prepare it, in short, short notes for it. And after that, stop using calculator for last 2-3 months and practice test without using it. And write down the mistakes that you perform in the test on your paper, on in senior notes only, so that it will be easier to revise just before the exams, and revise everything, the short notes, everything written there in the last 4 to 5 days. It will be more than enough time to revise everything. And for the GS part, you can focus on the subjects that are more static rather than the subjects that are more dynamic. Means the dynamic subject is generally the GK part, general knowledge part. That is not that weight. That does not have that much of weightage as much time it needs. So you can go in a brief, read that in brief, and for the static part, you can read the coaching notes. That is more than enough. And for mains part, just start practicing the previous years and start giving the test series from early on only, and try to improve your speed as well as accuracy. That will give more benefiting results.
Okay, Arpit, in the prelims part, we have that GS paper. There we have 10 topics there, like what you said, current issues, and then what you call the standards and quality, material science, and engineering, drawing and safety, ethics and values, ICT, like this. Did you prepare all the 10 topics thoroughly?
Yes, sir. This year I prepared all the topics thoroughly. Means I was a bit weak in material science because that's more theoretical. I mean, it has a much larger scope. So I prepared it to the extent that whatever the average question were that I should do, but I did not prepare to that higher level. But rest of the subjects, whatever we taught in the coaching as well as whatever we taught in the notes that I had covered that part. So I covered every part of the subjects.
Okay. Did you prepare also this short notes for the GS part?
No, sir, I didn't prepare short notes for the GS part because it was
So
more minor
short notes you have prepared only for technical subjects.
for technical. Yes,
Because in case of GS, very critical, very vast areas, preparing the short notes may be somewhat difficult, isn't it?
yes, sir. It's not that means subjects are static, but there is no limit to the scope of everything. You can do to whatever scope. You can incorporate, take some help from test series also, and whatever in notes were small, so you can revise it more easily rather than revising the short notes. So that was good to revise from notes only rather than going for short notes.
Okay. Arpit, totally out of a 500 in the prelims exam, how many marks would have got approximately?
Sir, I was expecting around 280 to 285 marks in the prelims, but including both of them. No, sorry, sir. Yeah, sir, 280 to 285.
Okay, reasonably good, right? When it comes to the mains part, right? You attend the live classes also. While attending the ACE Academy live classes, did you prepare any short notes simultaneously?
Yes, sir. For mains, you should have one or two copy, especially for the design part as well as for the environment part. Means those two, three subjects that have a wide variety of question. Means for designing, if you go for RCC and that kind of subjects, means for every topic you have five to six types of design questions. That if you take a particular topic like slab, then you have 5 to 6 design questions for that kind. So I used to write down all types of questions related to that particular topic at one place so that I can differentiate as to what are the differences between different questions, and that helped me to develop the approach as well as to know as to what is the difference between those 2 to 3 questions. So that was a bit helpful for me to cover up the syllabus.
Okay. Apart from the ACE Academy live classes and the short notes prepared by you, did you refer to any textbook additionally?
Yes, sir. So sometimes when a topic means in test series, you get a topic as well as whenever I somehow come to notice a particular topic that was not in my notes or that was something out of context, I used to refer some standard books so that I can get a knowledge of that. Overall, for studying the whole subject, I didn't refer to any particular book. I studied from the notes on this.
Right. Okay. In the mains examination, the writing skills are very important in the mains exam to score good marks there, because we have some time limit, and that too it is in a QCA booklet format. Unless you have a good practice, very difficult to perform there. So in your case, how did you practice for that?
Sir, for that, I used to take a print of the question paper and I used to sit down holistically for 3 hours and just solve the paper. And just like the exam pattern, exam environment, I used to develop. So whatever was the question, I used to develop, and 3 hours I used to write it on a blank paper, everything as if I'm giving an original exam. And then I used to check after that, after some break, I used to check along with the answer key, what was the corrections needed. I used to do that.
Okay. On the day of actual main examination, see, there are compulsory questions as well as optional questions. Totally, you have to answer 5 questions out of 8, isn't it, in each paper? So in your case, which question did you attempt first? Compulsory questions, otherwise optional questions?
Sir, I used to attempt the optional questions only, because it is not that I was a fix that I used to compulsory question or optional question. I used to go approach wise that this question will give me high value in less time. Means this question I know very well, so I can secure more marks. I used to secure have an approach that I used to collect more marks in lesser time so that a confidence is built up. The question I know I used to attempt first so that I can develop a confidence during the exams only. Because if I attempt a question that I was not very sure about, the compulsory part, then that may lead to lessening of my confidence. So the question that I was very sure, I used to attempt first. Then after that, I used to go to the other questions.
So you mean to say that you attempted the easy questions first, then you went to the other questions, right?
Yes, sir. So that more marks could be secured and I could get confidence within the paper.
That is a good approach, right? Very good. In the two papers of the mains examination, approximately how many marks you would have got? Approximately.
Around, I might have got around 400 to 410 marks. 410, 420 marks I must have got.
Okay, good, good. Okay, Arpit, tell us something about your interview. Two, three, some interesting questions that you were asked there in the interview. How long did it last, your interview?
It lasted for around 20-25 minutes. I was in TC Anand sir's panel. And luckily, I had the interview on the first day in the very first shift. So it was more chill, and the interview panel used to ask more simple questions. And the questions they asked was from all subjects except the important subjects. Means from environment, survey, irrigation. These all subjects were more covered in my interview. I had a job experience, so they asked something to my job also, and I was posted in Mumbai, so they asked about India Gate and why was it built, problems in Mumbai, and that kind of thing. As well as my hometown was also covered a lot because it's famous for holy. It's a holy town, Gaya. So they asked what is the importance of the place, why it is famous, and that kind of thing, and things related to Lord Buddha and that all. And rest all it was easy, sir. The question level was pretty easy as compared to the expectation that I had in the interview.
Okay. In the interview, totally how many questions you would have answered correctly?
Sir, I don't know the number of my answer, but 4 to 5 questions I could not answer. That I know, sir. 4 to 5 questions I could not answer.
Right, right. Okay. After the prelims, mains, and the interview, have you ever fancied that you are going to get such a single-digit rank in the engineering studies examination?
Never. Means I didn't have any expectation. Means I had a minor expectation of getting a rank, but of getting such a good rank was not even in my memory. Means because the seats were also reduced, so they also had an uncertainty kind of feeling that in such a limited seat for such a wide exam, means it was a marathon exam for a year. So to expect a rank from the very beginning was not in my.
Okay. You said this is a marathon experience. We have so many months of preparation, and that too you worked for Tata Products for 10 months of time, then you resigned, then you switched over to this EAC preparation. So in this long journey, have you ever come across any pressure, any sort of demotivation, something as such?
Yes, sir, definitely. Means every month only you wish to have such kind of situations. And definitely, I had this after the mains result last year. Means in my last attempt, I was very sure that I will make through, but I was not able to make through the paper. So that was the lowest point that I experienced throughout my preparation. But then I somehow recollected myself, morale from my parents, friends. They all said that you have worked so hard, so you can give an attempt and you will definitely make it through. So then I decided to again start my preparation from there. And whenever I in between the preparation also, whenever I felt down, demotivated, I used to take a gap and used to talk to my parents and my friends. They all motivated, and that made me more confident towards the exam.
Okay. Daily, how many hours you used to prepare?
There was no such kind of a fixed hours, but yeah, 10 hours, 5 days a week was minimum, but 2 to 3 days it used to reduce to below that. So that was.
Okay. 10 hours preparation means I think you used to give some breaks at regular intervals.
Yes, sir, definitely. 2 hours to 2.5 hours of sitting at one stretch, then half an hour to 1 hour of break. That was the pattern that I followed. Sir.
And one more point here. Did you prepare only one subject continuously? Otherwise, daily you used to prepare two, three subjects.
So 2, 3 subjects and 2, 3 approaches at a single time. That would help because one subject, if you do, then by the time you finish the last subject, the first subject is already vanished from your mind. So you need to read one subject thoroughly, and 2, 3 subjects you need to revise daily, so that remains fresh in your mind. And then after that, you need to have different approaches in a single day. Means for while preparing for prelims, I used to study notes also as well as to solve the prelims question for 2 to 3 hours every day. So different approaches in a day that worked. That worked definitely.
So how you used to carry out the revision work?
Sir, mostly I used to study from my short notes only. That half an hour to 1 hour daily, I used to study through my short notes the subject that had already been covered 2 to 3 months ago. As well as you can go for your notes also after some time, 1 to 2 times you can go. After 1 to 2 times you can go for your notes also, and used to revise that means by turning pages and seeing. That was basic approach.
Okay, right. Then how did you do the previous year's questions practice? How
Sir,
many
means
years of papers? How many years of papers you have solved?
so first you need to book a time slot that means I need to do that 150 question or 60 questions in 1 hour or 2 hour, whatever the time means you book according to yourself, and take 20-30 questions from each 2 or 3 subjects, because that will help create a variation and giving a more exam pattern into you. And then I used to practice them without using calculator. That is the primary thing. And after that, after means solving the questions, I used to correct them, means check them, and whatever was the mistake I used to do, I used to note down in a separate copy, that a smaller copy that I had just for the previous year. And I used to revise that also from time to time, means twice or thrice in 2 to 3 months, that I used to revise to lessen down my mistakes in the next attempt.
Okay, Arpit, what are your suggestions and tips for the future aspirants of engineering service examination?
So the primary tip will be to have patience, because patience is needed in this exam. Patience as well as regular perseverance is basically needed. These two qualities are definitely needed for prepare for the exams, because and you need to prepare regularly everything. You can't give up that 1 month you prepare, 1 month you relax, or you study only 2 to 3 days a week. You need to constantly study everything and basically cover the entire topic, because it's not that they ask, it is fixed that they ask this much question on this topic only. Sometimes you can have multiple questions from a topic that you have not studied, so that will be a more means that will be more demoralizing for you in the exam. So you need to study, cover every topic, even the minutest of the topic should be covered, if not in detail but to the average extent. Whatever an average student can attempt, that you have to attempt to get a good rank from them. So cover everything and have patience, determination. That is a bit.
Okay, one last question, Arpit. You have availed yes online live classes for your mains preparation. Some students they say that attending the live classes continuously somewhat it may lead to somewhat of boredom. In your case, did you ever feel such a boredom watching live classes continuously?
Yes, sir. The questions in mains were long, so you can take a break after each 2 or 3 questions, because the classes are at 2 hours, 3 hours, that kind of stress they had. So you can take 1 hour, because you need dedication for study that also. So you can have a 1 hour means class. You can pause it and you can means roam around for 15-20 minutes, and then you can restart it if you have a boredom in that case. Yeah, I used to also have a boredom, means because you cannot sit for that hour at that time, because the questions are also complex that are discussed in the class. So you need to take a break in time to time. That was.
Right. Very good, Arpit Ji. I once again congratulate you on securing the all-India rank 9 in the engineering service examination 2020. And thank you for joining us and sharing your experiences and your tips for the future aspirants. Right. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. All the best to you. All the best to you. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you. God bless you.